best thing about being a 1%er, you know they got a clean butthole. Because for sure, they're rocking out bidets in every water closet. Welcome to this week of the Nerdington Post.
Episode 3.
Yes, for the week of September 25th? Yeah, so right now we got really hot news coming out of Tokyo Game Show going on right now.
That's right.
Ultraman, coming to everybody's favorite indie brawler no one's heard of, Override 2. This game actually does interest me a little bit. First one just was under my radar, but they showed a trailer for this at, I think, the Gamescom opening night live, and it looks like War of the Monsters, which was a PS2 game I loved a lot.
Never heard of it.
Back in the day. No, I'm not going to play footage.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, but there's footage of Override 2 and Ultraman, baby. Everybody loves Ultraman. I think watch the new series on Netflix, I guess. I haven't seen it.
There's a series on Netflix?
Yeah.
Just throw like a little animation on that.
It's down a bit so we have more space for the footage that's going to be here. So yeah, Ultraman.
Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, Tokyo Game Show's going on right now. Bulk of the news is happening tomorrow and over the weekend. So the biggest thing so far is they had a Nier stream, Nier Reincarnation, which is an iPhone game coming to the West, possibly winter. I think the Apple Store had a placeholder date for December, which, you know, I'm glad we're getting that Nier game, but it's very annoying because Square Enix kept talking about, like, this Nier Automata sold above expectations and did really well. We're giving you a sequel. You can make a phone game, which is...
I hate phone games.
But also, they announced the release date for the Nier Replicant remaster.
Yes.
I struggled with remaster there because it's more than just a remaster. They're tweaking the combat, tweaking levels and other things about it. So yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm excited because Nier Automata is one of my favorite games of this generation.
I've always wanted to try it.
It's great.
What kind of game was it?
Action RPG.
Oh, I'll try it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's on Game Pass. I'll try it.
Yeah, because why not?
Why not? Game Pass, $10 a month.
Yeah, so very excited for this. It comes out April 22nd, 2021 in Japan and Asia, and then the next day, the 23rd, for the rest of the world. So I will be playing that on my PC, baby. Steam. And also coming to Xbox One and PS4. Next gen, unconfirmed, but...
Xbox One, you play everything.
Backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Both of them are.
Yeah.
So that's the only news so far for TGS. Tune in to next week's Nerdington Post where we'll talk about whatever happened. There's going to be a Resident Evil stream.
Excited about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so pumped for the Village stream.
Yeah, more Capcom stuff. Konami possibly talking about
would
Zone
be
of the
cool.
Enders. Probably not.
I mean,
the rumor. The rumor is...
you go. Go.
Big Konami rumor is that Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 coming to PC and possibly a full-on Metal Gear Solid remake coming to PS5.
Yep.
But rumors, who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
We'll know by next week.
Yeah, we'll know by next week.
Because I didn't think we were going to have anything to report on this week, and then
big news.
Monday happened.
Big news.
Big news.
Michel Ancel retired from the games industry. This guy's
we'll miss you.
Yeah, 30 years in the games industry. Yep. Most of it at Ubisoft. Mostly known for creating the Rayman franchise, Beyond Good and Evil. He was working on the long gestating Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Which is still happening. Ubisoft confirmed that it's still happening.
Michel Ancel said it's in good hands, but yeah, his big passions in life were video games and animals. And he's retiring from the games industry to work at an animal sanctuary. So, hats off to you.
Let's get some hats. We have hats?
Yeah, we have hats.
Of course we have hats.
We have you take the L.
Of course you give me the Luigi hat.
Hats. Come on.
Ah, damn it.
It doesn't have to be fully on your head. We're just doing hats off to you, Michelle Ansel.
That's right. Got the Luigi hat.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You're the Luigi of the situation.
How am I Luigi of the
It's
situation?
a power move. I gave you the Luigi hat. I'm making you sit a little further back.
You're making me sit further back because I'm
It's
louder
a power
than you.
move.
It's not a power move.
It's a power move.
It's not a power move.
It is.
It's a...
But yeah, big news that happened. Big-ish. We'll see how this plays out and how they implement it. Amazon finally announced their game streaming service. Amazon Luna.
Luna,
like the moon.
The moon.
I'm a big fan of the moon.
I like the moon.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like the moon?
Ultra moon, baby. No, I played Sun. Sol Galeo.
I played Sun too.
But Amazon Luna, game streaming coming to Fire TV, PC, Mac, web apps for iOS.
Yep.
Which I think is Amazon's clever way of getting around iOS cock blocking streaming apps.
Well,
So
absolutely. I mean, you saw what they did with Fortnite.
Yeah, the xCloud.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Android coming soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luna Plus early access. Oh, I didn't get the start date of it, but yeah, you could email them to sign up for early access. Currently, early access price is going to be $5.99 a month,
Which is killer.
Yeah. Again, they're not doing the Stadia thing where you have to just buy the full price game and then that's it. They're doing a service similar to Game Pass or, doing the Netflix of game situation. Here's your subscription. Games that'll be there at launch. Resident Evil 7, Control, The Surge 2, a bunch of indie games. So, it's not the freshest lineup, but
still, I mean, for $5.99 and then, like you said, it's better than Stadia already because you're paying $5.99 a month and you don't have to buy those games.
Yeah.
That's killer.
Yeah, and we'll see how it plays out because also they're doing separate subscription collaboration with Ubisoft, so it'll be the $5.99 a month plus whatever the Ubisoft add-on is. But with the Ubisoft add-on, you'll get day and date the upcoming titles like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion, and Immortals Phoenix Rising. Yep. Gods and Monsters is such a better name.
It is.
It's such a better name.
Also, I don't know if this is true. It's a rumor, but as of right now, it's looking like it's not confirmed that Valhalla will be on Game Pass day of release.
I believe that.
Yeah. I mean, Ubisoft and Xbox have a really good relationship, so...
Yeah. Ubisoft has a good relationship with everybody.
Yeah.
They're everyone's friend.
Yeah. Except for the guys that got fired for sexual assault or misconduct. Those guys suck.
Oh, was there something else? No, that's all my notes.
It was a short week.
Yeah.
There really wasn't a lot that happened.
Yeah, so the games they specifically listed, the list was a little light. But again, they made that deal with Ubisoft. Who knows what publishers are going to be talked to between now and launch of early access, and then also during the early access period. Because Amazon, it's a big company. They've got a lot of pull. They can make deals.
They have a lot of money. They're like the Microsoft of...
Yeah. Speaking of big deals, $7.5 million.
Billion.
Billion. Right.
$7.5 billion.
Billion
dollars.
Microsoft bought ZeniMax Media, which is the owner of Bethesda. So, Evil Within 2
such a good game.
Coming to Game Pass, probably. 99% sure.
Yeah, as of right now, from what Phil Spencer said, everything will be coming to Game Pass. Eventually, they just announced that Doom Eternal will be on October 1st, which if you have never played any of the Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal, play them. They're fantastic games.
And that's a tremendous get with... That means all those games, Fallout, Elder Scrolls.
Online and...
Yeah, coming to Xbox, Game Pass. Not unconfirmed whether their future lineup is going to be Xbox and PC exclusive. They've said it's going to be a game-by-game basis. This deal also honors all the previous deals that were in place. So
Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo will
Deathloop
still be on
Ghostwire,
PlayStation 5.
Still PlayStation 5 timed exclusives. Doom Eternal still coming to Switch.
Yep. And
then from there on, game by game basis.
Which you got to think. I mean, if you spend $7.5 billion on a company, you got to. There's a lot to consider.
It's their most aggressive acquisition yet, because they've been buying out studios for the past 2-3 years, and with this deal, they got 8 studios. I think there's
8 studios.
Machine
Arcane.
Games, Arcane, makers of the upcoming Deathloop, Prey, Dishonored franchise, Machine Games, who made the Wolfenstein games, id, Doom, Rage, Bethesda Online, Elder Scrolls Online, and their card game that not a lot of people play.
What's the Japanese studio they have under them?
Tango Gameworks, with upcoming Ghostwire Tokyo, Resident Evil 2, or Evil Within 2.
Sorry.
Franchises were created by the same guy.
Yeah.
Who we missing? Roundhouse Studios, formerly Human Head. They're up in Madison, Wisconsin. Or Roundhouse Kick. Round something.
It's Roundhouse. Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse. Patrick Swayze.
God.
Formerly Battlecry Studios, a game that never came out, and that studio ended up becoming a Bethesda support studio. So they're in Austin, Texas. There's one more.
We love you, John Lone Tree.
Oh God. Ooh, cha cha, chi, ha, ooh.
You want me to look it up?
No, we could.
We'll add it later. We'll add it in post.
I mean, how important is that studio if we can't remember what they're working on?
I mean, that's fair.
Was that 8? That 8, I may have been thinking of Arcane Lyon and Arcane Austin, maybe.
Maybe, because I think it was Arcane. Maybe one of the Arcane studios just confirmed they're working on another AAA game.
Bethesda Softworks. The main studio. The current developers of Starfield, the Elder Scrolls franchise, and the not as good first-person Fallouts. But what's exciting about this, with Obsidian and Bethesda under the same umbrella, maybe we could get Obsidian to make a new Fallout game.
They've been teasing it ever since Bethesda got acquired by Xbox. They've been like, oh, we'll see. And that would be...
Yeah.
If they could, especially it being Obsidian, it would have to be an Xbox exclusive. Mm. That would drive more people to buy an Xbox.
Again, with the... they could still be multi-platform, because Wasteland 3, developed by In Exile, came out as multi-platform, and that's a studio that was purchased by Microsoft previously. Same with Outer Worlds.
But they were already working on Outer Worlds.
Yeah, so that's like always gray area. So again, game by game basis.
Yeah, but it makes sense and it doesn't make sense, because we talked about earlier, they're just such a huge PlayStation install base. Like, if you kept those games off of PlayStation,
leaving a lot of money on the table.
Because even with PlayStation getting a 20 to 30% of the cut, Xbox still gets that other 70 to 80%.
They get the bulk of that money.
And so technically PlayStation gamers would be handing Xbox money, which is a win-win if you ask me.
It's a weird time we live in, because formerly Xbox exclusives Ori and the Will of the Wisp and Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead, they're on Switch now, so at least with those indie titles, Microsoft and Nintendo have a working relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it might be a thing where they may have technically been self-published by the studio on the Switch platform.
Huh.
I don't know. It's a weird thing. Because there are some PlayStation published games on Steam right now.
Yeah.
Which is... It's weird because it's done through a subsidiary of Sony Music, so it's technically not PlayStation.
I did not know.
So there are Sony published games on PC, but they're not PlayStation published. Corporations are weird.
And another thing this could do is because Phil Spencer has said he really doesn't care about console wars or exclusives. He thinks he thinks exclusives are bad for business.
Yeah.
So, like, I think they, like you said, they could keep being third party because Game Pass added 5 million more people in the past 6 months. $10, 5 million. I mean, in 3 to 4 years, they could recoup that investment in the Bethesda just with Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate alone.
Also, it's not a lot of money for Microsoft.
Exactly.
Which is silly to say. It's $7.5 billion. I
don't even know what I'd do with $1 million.
Yeah. Last year, Microsoft became a $1 trillion company. If Microsoft wanted to, they could buy the entire video game industry.
Yeah, they could buy Sony if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could buy Sony. But again, if they bought Sony, that would come under antitrust policy because...
It'd be considered a monopoly.
Yeah, because it's horizontal integration. When you have one console manufacturer buying another console manufacturer, that limits the competition on consoles. But if it's a console manufacturer buying a software... That's vertical integration, not under the review of antitrust.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah. Or there's a ton of, like, I don't know, articles or lawyers are talking about this stuff. Check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, but, I don't know. Again, PC, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as...
I mean, I plan on getting an Xbox and a PS5, and then... in about a year or two, I plan on building a PC just because I don't want to keep throwing money at consoles.
And also, we don't know how much... We don't know all the details of the deal.
Exactly.
With how big of a purchase this is. Because both people on Bethesda and Microsoft have said it's mostly going to be business as usual, so we don't know how much autonomy Bethesda has, whether... Bethesda might still operate as more or less an independent entity, and maybe they can publish games on other platforms. It's just
and then like Xbox will get like
Microsoft getting all the profits.
Yeah, and then Xbox can get like timed DLC or something like that.
Yeah. So it's time will tell.
Yeah,
we won't know
because it only happened 2 days ago.
Maybe the head honchos and the lawyers they know, but yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I'm assuming it was Todd Howard. I'm assuming he's part of the deal and they want him to stay on, obviously.
He talked about it, yeah. Because, they've talked about, like, hey, everything's going to be... No one's getting fired, no one's getting shifted around. People always get shifted around with stuff like this, but we'll see, again. Because Phil Spencer came from that background of development. He knows, I don't know. That's it's... Don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
You know? It's... Yeah. They're a successful company. You're buying it for that successful stuff they already have.
Don't ruin it or don't like...
There's a specific phrase I'm thinking of that does not come to me.
What is it from, like a movie?
I don't know. Along the lines of don't fix if it ain't broken. Something smoother than that. I can't remember.
Try not to...
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I mean,
in Bethesda, sure as hell ain't broke.
Fix Bethesda's game engine. Fix Bethesda Softworks' game engine.
Todd Howard said that like they had a huge engine overhaul.
Yeah.
When they got like the dev kits for the Series X and PS5, so I just
but again, just get a new engine.
No.
That engine's buggy as fuck.
I mean, the Doom engine was great.
Yeah.
What was that?
Intech.
Intech?
Yeah, but
they have a good engine.
Intech shares the technology with their other studios.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostwire uses a variation of Intech. Arcane uses a variation of Intech. 6 they call the Void Engine.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Doom Eternal, that's on Intech 7. Again, Wolfenstein on an iteration of Intech. Just the specific Bethesda branded studios, they go do their own thing. Hey, we have this great engine that works. It's built to like have shooters at 60 frames per second and look great. But But yeah, I mean, that's probably a good thing though, because we don't want like a Frostbite situation.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Hey, use this engine that was built from the ground up for first person fast paced shooters. Build an RPG on it. hopefully Starfield will be their least buggy game.
We'll see.
We'll see. Obsidian got their act together.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds was their least buggy big RPG.
And it's a good game. If you haven't played Outer Worlds, do it. It's great.
Waiting for October to play it. Steam release.
Was that the Steam release?
Yeah. Year of exclusivity on Epic Game Store.
Oh, okay. It's a good game. I highly recommend it. It's a great game. Also, in Xbox news, Bright Memory... It's either Bright Memory or Bright Memory Infinite has been confirmed.
Bright Memory Infinite
has been confirmed as a day one Xbox launch title. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be on Xbox and PC. I think it's the one-man studio game.
Yeah, I'm sure he got help.
Oh yeah. But that looks great. First-person shooter. It looks awesome. I think. That's my personal opinion. I think it looks fun and great.
I played Bright Memory Episode 1. Which is currently on PC. I did not like how it played.
Really?
Yeah, it just wasn't there. You know, when you play a shooter, it just feels right. This didn't.
Okay.
Maybe for the full release, it'll feel right. But what I played from like that Episode 1 early access, nah.
Well, it'll be on Game Pass, so I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
also, like, since I already bought Episode 1, I'm going to get Bright Memory. So we'll see it. We'll see. We'll play it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Like I said, for me, it looks fun, but you have more hands-on experience.
Hopefully I get a 3080 by then, and I'll play it with ray tracing on.
My fingers will be crossed for you getting that 3080.
Yeah, I got until November 19th when it really matters. Until then, I bought Control on the sale when it launched on GOG. I was hoping to pop my RTX Cherry with that. Nah. 3090 came out today. Same issues.
Oh, like bots and everything?
Yeah.
I was shocked because, I mean, we talked about, like, apparently maybe some bots bought some Xbox Series.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox One X's.
Yeah, Okay, so the Series X came out. Oh, the pre-order's open. Will got some.
I got two.
We didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Walter. He's Will.
I'm Will.
I got
two Xbox Series X's. One for a buddy. He wasn't able to secure one. Got him one. So
through Walmart. How many times did you have to refresh?
Oh man, for Walmart, it's really funny how Walmart works because I got the checkout on the first try, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have an account with us. Create an account or check out as guest." I'm like.
Just
all right, no. I created an account. It took like 2 minutes, and my checkout was still there. Checked out fine. And then Best Buy, I hit refresh. Maybe I hit refresh for like a solid 15-20 minutes on Best Buy.
Yeah, that was me for the 3080. Just refresh.
Yep.
Refresh. Not yet available. Refresh. Sold out. I'm like, okay.
And then it was weird because Amazon started their pre-orders an hour late, but didn't tell anyone. And then Target started theirs like 15-20 minutes late and didn't tell anyone.
So yeah, still a clusterfuck. It crashed some sites.
Yeah, Microsoft crashed for a couple minutes.
Not as big of a clusterfuck as Walmart didn't jump the gun by a day.
Yeah.
But
that PlayStation was.
But still not great. But yeah, I'm happy for Will that he got his Series X pre-order. And yeah, Xbox One X.
This
completely different item.
So great.
Sales for that jumped by over 700% during pre-order day. So let's hope somebody fucked up their bots.
I hope they did.
And I'm hoping we don't get a lot of sad kids who wanted a Series X and their parents got them a One X.
For the same price.
Yeah. Because normally it's not unusual for past-gen console sales to spike when the new consoles come out because there's general interest in video games. Also, the price drops of the previous generation. But yeah, you're buying a weaker console for for $500.
When you can get the Series S, that is technically a better console.
I think it's a lot of parents not in the know because when they first launched the One X, we joked when working at GameStop. We joked about that, like, this is gonna be confusing as hell.
Yeah, because parents would come in, they'd be like, "Oh, I need an Xbox," and we'd be like, "Oh, do you want an Xbox One, One S, One X, first gen Xbox One,
new 3DS?"
Yeah, new. Oh,
I want a new Nintendo 3DS. The new 3DS, or
do you want the new 2DS?
Yeah. Do it in a new 3DS.
Nintendo but then now and Xbox with their names.
But then now they have the new 2DS. Yeah, it's
Nintendo and Xbox with their names. It never gets easier. Even though in Gamescom 2019, Phil Spencer was like, "Oh yeah, the new Xbox is just called Xbox." I'm like, just call it Xbox then. You don't have to call it Xbox Series S, X, Y, Z.
Yeah. Also, to use the X convention again, you already have the One X and then the Series X.
Yeah. I personally like Scarlet. Like Xbox Scarlet would have been cool. Or like when One X came out, Xbox Scorpio. Yeah. That would have been cool. Their code names are cooler than the actual names.
But yeah, big news about you have Game Pass, so I know you're excited for the Bethesda news.
Oh yeah, because now I can finally play Prey again. I almost bought Prey. Remember when I was talking about buying Prey? I didn't do it, and now that it's probably going to come to Game Pass, I don't have to buy it.
Yeah, I rebought. I already have the Dishonored games and Prey on Steam, but this year they launched those games on GOG, which is my store of choice, and when they were on sale for like 80% off, I bought them on GOG just to support, like, hey, Bethesda, if we release games on this storefront, people will buy it.
Yep.
I will buy it. Yep. They're not going to do it day one, though, because GOG, the whole thing is that they are a DRM-free store.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, once you buy it, it's yours. You don't have to authenticate it through Steam. You don't have to go online to play the game. You could just download it, save it to a hard drive, and back it up, or do whatever. If you want to throw it out with any protection on Pirate Bay, you can.
Don't do that, but
don't do that. Yeah. But you can, because they're all about DRM free and just you own your games, which I support. But yeah, it's all about. The thing with piracy is, as long as you block that first month, because there's no such thing as an uncrackable game. As long as you block that first month, and that's where most of the sales are made, like, you're good.
Exactly.
Because with Control, when Control lost its Epic exclusivity, they launched on Steam, and then after they got those Steam purchases, then they sold it, like, I think it was 2-3 weeks later on GOG. So yeah, I'm cool. GOG's the best, man. That's why I'm buying Cyberpunk. Because GOG...
I'm so ready for Cyberpunk.
GOG and CD Projekt Red, same parent company, so if you want to support developers, all of the profit buying on GOG goes to the developers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh, that's awesome.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I'm excited to revisit Dishonored when it comes to Game Pass. I remember, I think I pre-ordered the first one on 360, and it was awesome. So yeah, definitely going to be revisiting a lot of Bethesda games on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
It's very exciting news. Not news. Time to be a gamer.
Yeah.
You know, with Game Pass, PS5, Xbox Series X, the 3080 coming out. It's a good year for gaming.
Streaming that's not Stadia.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be like the nail in the coffin for Stadia.
Yeah.
Because everything I've heard about it, it's just not good.
Yeah. Well, mainly you're buying the full price games, and you got to do the service.
Yeah. Not
just the storefront. You got to do the service where people can try out games, and like PlayStation Now, they're adding a bunch of stuff too. I mean, since they're not Microsoft, then they're not Amazon, who already specialize in cloud computing and whatnot. Of course, Sony's a little behind, but like they're working at it, man. Yeah. And it's like if they just added the ability to download the games.
Yeah, that's the worst part, because you can download some of them, but most of them you have to stream.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, time I tried PS Now, it was not good.
Yeah, I think you can download PS4 games, but PS3 games, I think just because how unique the architecture was on the PS3, you can't just download it and run it on the PS4. You have to stream it. But yeah, I played... my buddy Mike has PlayStation Now, and we played some fighting games last time I hung out with him, and it worked fine. He's got a good internet connection, but yeah, that's the whole thing with streaming.
Yeah, gotta have that internet connection.
You gotta have an internet connection. Doesn't matter, like, I don't know how good it might be on the services end, if your internet connection sucks,
like at least maybe a 200.
Get the fuck out of here.
At least maybe a 200 speed.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
And if you're serious about, playing games online, always hook up your console. It's always more reliable with a wired connection. Too much interference with Wi-Fi. Plug in, player. Get that LAN connection.
That's right.
Get yourself a cool Cat 5 or Cat 6 cable. Click it in, baby.
Do it. It'll make the world of difference.
But yeah. Bethesda, baby. One of my favorite publishers. If they go full exclusive, that sucks for PlayStation fans. Like, I lean kind of towards being a Sony pony just because I love the exclusives that they publish.
Agreed. Not the Sony pony part, but the exclusives.
Yeah, and then also, I can't play most of those games on Windows. Sony's changing that, though, since they had Death Stranding and 505 published that on Steam, and then they published Horizon Zero Dawn on Steam. And they said they're going to be publishing more games on PC, so I'm down.
So maybe your PlayStation games won't be exclusives to PlayStation that much longer.
No matter what you're playing on, it's a great time to be a gamer.
Exactly.
Unless, you can't afford a $500 console, which is understandable, unless you're us, because we're rich. We have Bugatti Veyrons, baby.
We don't have Bugatti.
He has a Veyron. I have a Chiron because I'm, more baller.
He is more baller than me. Yeah. It's true. You are.
Yeah. I mean, you just dropped $3 million on a car that you don't drive ever. It's, easy. That's chump change.
You just dropped $1,200 on 2 consoles.
Yeah. Your buddy paid you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm hoping... It's weird what I'm saying. I'm hoping. I'm hoping to drop, including sales tax, $800 on a graphics card. But yeah, it's
going to be a lot. But it's worth it.
Yeah. Little bonus bit here. Let's talk about, because we're rich guys. We want to spread the wealth. We support Bernie Sanders. Unless he wants to take our money. Oh my god. I don't want him touching my tippy-top tax bracket, baby. But no. This is a great time for gamers, but also a huge money sink. So we're going to talk about ways to be responsible with your money as a gamer.
Yes.
There's not a lot of good ways.
No, especially if you're a serious gamer, you're going to spend a lot of money.
Because Microsoft just announced the price of their memory cards, $220, which is in line with a terabyte of NVMe memory. It's a little bit marked up because they have the proprietary slot for it, whereas Sony, any off-the-shelf card you could plug and play, which is, everyone's always like, Sony's anti-consumer. It's like, no, you just...
you plug it in.
Any NVMe. But the thing is, it's regardless, it's, if you want a terabyte, you're spending at least $150 for that kind of...
Yeah.
For that memory. It's also with the suggested read and write speed for the PlayStation 5.
You're going to need some money.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind just having an external device, plugging it in and just transferring your games, it's pretty much an easier, cheaper route because you can get a 4 terabyte external for $100.
Yeah, it's going to be slower though.
So what I'm saying is if you want to transfer your games from the external to just the SSD in the system, you'll still get that speed of the SSD, but you just got to make sure you're not playing it from your external.
Or get an external SSD.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't do that. But yeah, a big way to save money is sell your old shit.
Yeah, really.
Everything's going more digital. As a PC person, you can't not be digital.
Yeah.
But I recently bought a PS4 game, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. It's a fun visual novel / RTS hybrid. It's a love letter to sci-fi and It's very anime. I'm loving it. But yeah, I only spent $30 and change on it because I took Ghost of Tsushima, sold to GameStop. Here's the thing. GameStop, they don't always give you the best value. But
they don't.
If you take a new title and sell it to GameStop within 30 days of the game's release, you'll get guaranteed $30 in store credit. So that way, like, I got the Platinum for Ghost of Tsushima in like 2-3 weeks. Made sure to bring it in, get store credit, just so I could get $30 back. And then I knew I was going to get this PS4 exclusive game. Only $30. Sell your shit. Also, like, I'm planning on buying a 3080, but afterwards I'm gonna, it's like $800, but I'm going to sell my old graphics card on eBay, get some money back, so it's not like just a straight stab of $800 to the heart. You know, I'll sell this for however much it's going for. Also, yeah, keep your hardware boxes so it's easier to resell online. Yeah, you know.
But yeah, I mean, don't hold on to shit. That's what happened. A new generation's coming out. Your PS4 isn't going to last forever. Your Xbox One S, whatever, isn't going to last forever. Sell it, trade it in a GameStop, save yourself some money. And save.
Yeah.
That's what was great about this generation is every time a new line gets announced, you know it's coming out on holiday.
Yeah, always save your money. 2 years ago, they announced these consoles were coming out. Yeah. So, like, you should have... That's something you should always do as a gamer is just start planning. You know, in 4 or 5 years, the Xbox XL or whatever is going to come out, or the PS5 Pro. So I guess start saving now. And yeah, I don't know, depending on, we have the luxury of not having kids or real obligations. I still have some student loans that I'm working through.
Same.
Yeah. So it's either, you know, I've got like so I have like specific savings amounts where like, okay, this is my regular amount that I'm saving, but then here's just amount I'm saving through to throw at my college or student loans, and then here's a specific amount I'm saving for
it's
gaming hardware.
It's super easy to budget. It's just it's really just about self-control.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that the Series X and PS5 are coming out this year, so I started saving in February or March, just putting, like, after I paid off my bills, maybe like $20 here, $40 here, and in the span of like 6 months, I have like $700 saved up.
Yeah.
I mean,
and also
because it's not cheap to be a gamer.
No, it's
really
a
not
stupidly expensive hobby. I mean, especially now where the standard game price is going up to $69.99.
Yeah.
If you're an international game player, it's even fucking worse, man. So yeah, Game Pass just keeps getting better and better as a value. Yeah. And I love it. Yeah.
xCloud's cool. I'm enjoying xCloud.
Yeah, something I do is I'll pop it on here is to just keep track of your spending, so you know, standard budgeting, keep track of your purchases. That way I know, like, how much exactly I'm spending in the year. So far, I'm under $400 in games alone, which is... I don't know how much people play. There are people who buy a game, like, every month or whatnot. Mm-hmm. There are also people who just buy... Like, people like my cousin who are casual, like, yeah, I'll buy Assassin's Creed, and then...
Like your mainstays.
One or two sports games and a COD, and then they're only spending, like, $180 on those 3 games a year.
I wish I was that good.
Yeah. I wish I could be that guy, but yeah.
I wish I was as good as you. I spent a decent amount, but I'm going to blame the pandemic on that. Yeah. Just because, like, you have so much downtime now because you don't go out and do anything. Ugh. But no, I agree.
A great tip is wait for a sale. Because that's what I did. Like, I have a column for this is the MSRP price, and this is the actual price I paid. So I'm recording, like, okay, I was able to save this much just waiting for a sale, or I had this much in trade-in credit, so this is how much I'm actually paying. And it's just good to keep track of that.
Yeah. Especially... go ahead.
Oh, another thing with sales. Just because it's on sale doesn't mean you have to get it now.
Exactly.
It'll go on sale again. Steam has a sale every 3 months at most.
And usually Xbox and PlayStation run a different sale once a month. And then you have Black Friday.
Yeah. And then Fanatical, if you're on PC, has a ton of great deals there. There's always a sale. Just because it's on sale now doesn't mean you have to buy it now.
Yeah.
It's about like we've talked previously. Time is important. Like, sure, like, oh, this game's 80% off right now. Yeah, you can buy it. You're spending, I don't know, $15 right now. But are you actually going to pay it, or are you just throwing away $15 on a game you might not even play? It's a waste.
And that comes back to something, make sure it's something you want to play.
Exactly. That's like I have another column where like what's my interest? I have like high, low, and mid, and then just a blank square if it was like an impulse thing.
Because I'm definitely guilty of buying. I've even done it this year. I know off the top of my head there are at least 2 to 3 games I bought this year that I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this, and I played like the first hour, and I was like, wow, I really regret spending money on this game.
And that's something that took years for me to do. Is just not having a backlog. Do I feel like playing this now?
Exactly.
Yes. Then I'll pull the trigger on it. Versus, back in the day, it's like, oh, this game's really popular right now. This game's really hot. This sounds like something I'll be interested in. But do I actually care, or do I want to just be a part of the conversation because like my buddies are playing it right now? Or it's like, no, you don't need that, man. Just do your own thing on your own time. Play what you want to play.
And play it on what you want to play it on.
And that's something that, it takes years to just like, oh, this game that I was moderately interested on Steam is only like $10 right now. Mm-hmm. Like, am I playing it? No. I still have a ton of games on Steam that I haven't played. Like, not as big as some people's lists where it goes into the hundreds of games.
That's
like mine's, my backlog of games I'll probably never play is like only 20 or something. But just... I don't know. Just be more thoughtful of your purchases.
Yeah. And don't buy the Sunken City. It was not a good game. It was very boring.
Things of like it's on sale or like
no, it was like Lovecraft. No. It was one of those things where I like Lovecraft and it's $20. I'll give it a shot. I got through the first hour. I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't for me. Like the art style was cool. It's just mechanically, it was not a good game.
Yeah.
Fucking Sunken City.
Oh, something you could do with another great deal I've heard about with Microsoft. If you use Bing and use your Microsoft account, you could earn points that you could redeem for gift cards, and then you could use that on...
What? Really?
Yeah. Huh. I haven't looked into it because I'm not using Bing. It's probably...
I didn't know Bing was still a thing.
And also, I'm not buying my games on the Microsoft or the Windows Store, so it's... I don't know if it's like... I don't know how it works, but Google it. Apparently, it's a great deal.
Apparently, Bing is still a thing? I
yeah. Don't know that. I've heard stories of some people buying, like, their Xbox One X just using the money they've accrued just using Bing.
What?
But yeah, I don't... It's weird, man. I don't get it. It sounds like a great program.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But yeah, just... I don't know. These tips haven't been really helpful. Let's just be more responsible and thoughtful about your purchase. Yeah, just curb your impulses, man. Just curb your impulses. I mean, there's a $90 action figure I want to buy. I'm going to post some pictures right here. Square Enix makes amazing products. And this is something I've wanted for a long time. In one form or another. But it's $90. Do I need it? No. I'm going to keep looking at it, thinking about pre-ordering it, but I'm probably not going to get it. It's $90. You just have to... You just gotta look at your child self who wants all that shit and just punch him in the face.
Is that what you're doing? Punching yourself in the face?
Yeah. I'm saying I'm not getting it. I might get it. I don't know.
You're probably gonna get it.
I'm probably gonna get it.
You probably.
Because I try to have like with statues and whatnot a one in, one out policy.
That's how it should be.
So
it should be like that when you buy anything, honestly.
Yeah, especially games. Like, unless it's... Like, I sold Ghost of Tsushima as soon as I got the platinum because... Like, yeah, the multiplayer looks cool, but I'm not going to play. I didn't like the game enough to hold on to it, and I'm not going to replay it ever. So yeah, I'm fine just selling it. Like, yeah, just be okay selling stuff. Marie Kondo, does it bring you joy? If not, get rid of it, man.
Try it.
Get rid of it. You ever, it's a pain in the ass to move. Why would you want to have as much physical goods as possible? Like,
it's the truth.
I think last year or 2 years ago, I took my Metal Gear Solid collection, just, like, am I ever going to plug in a PS2 or a PS1 to play these again? No. Sell it. Alright, I've got my Devil May Cry games. Am I going to plug a PS2 to play them again, or am I just going to get it on Steam? Sell it. I kept my case for Devil May Cry 4, though, because it's a steel case signed by Hideaki Itsuno, so... Not selling that out.
That's what I do. I keep steel books. And I just take games out the game.
Mm-hmm. Like, I have a collector's edition problem. Well, most I've gotten rid of, which is, I don't know. And I kind of curbed buying them. That's one of those things. It's just better introspection, which is great for saving money and also great on being a person.
Yeah, I stopped buying collector's editions after I got... I still regret this to this day. It was such a waste of $70. The Sonic Mania collector's edition that came with the statue of Sonic, the stupid... It's at my buddy's house from when I was living.
He doesn't even have his statue.
No, I don't. Exactly.
That's
I wasted $70.
I'll buy like a $120 edition of something and then just sell the statue and whatnot for a stupid loss like 3 months later because like I don't have the space for this Dark Souls statue. I don't. What am I doing? But idiot that I am, I got the collector's edition of Sekiro because it came with a steel case.
That's what I do. I always want steel books, and then you have to get the collector's edition sometimes.
I don't want the statue. Like, it's cool looking. The paint application on the face isn't great, but it's still in its box and, like, the next room over. It's... but I love him. I love him so much. I had to fight so hard. Again, just, like, know yourself, impulse control, like... This Cyberpunk 2077 collector's edition looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does. I've considered getting it.
Yeah, but $250?
I mean, I got $120 off thanks to your gift card.
But the statue also looks super amazing, but it's not my... Again, knowing yourself, it's not my kind of statue. It's very busy. It's got male V. I'm going to play female V as my main save file. So, like, it's repping a character I'm not playing, so I don't have as much of attachment, but I still was tempted. I'm probably going to buy a female V statue later. Dark Horse released a male V and a Johnny Silverhand statue. Hopefully they release a male V or a female V statue down the line. I'll probably buy that. It's only going to be $50 rather than $250.
That's not bad.
But yeah. Although, again... impulse purchase. I bought the World of Cyberpunk 2077 art book / lore book.
How's that? How much is that? Like 50? 40?
Yeah, but if you... Amazon was selling it for like between 30 and $35. Yeah. It's not bad. But again, curbing your stupid impulses. They had a collector's edition that was $80 that I almost got.
What came in that?
Nothing worth the $50 price difference, man.
You get the game at least?
No.
It's definitely not worth it.
It's just the lore and art book.
For $80.
Yeah.
And you don't get a game.
It came with like a cardboard like sleeve thing that looked cool.
That's dumb.
It came with postcards and like stickers. But again, the interior of the book is exactly the same. You just have a different hard cover. You have a different like exterior slip cover.
It's not worth it.
and like temp tattoos, stickers, and postcards.
Well, it's a good thing you saved that 50 bones.
I know. Although after I read the lore book, I'm like, oh, I didn't need this. It's cool.
I mean, just get the games.
Me and my friends have played a game of Cyberpunk Red, so like it helps knowing the lore of that world. So it's not a complete loss. And also, like last Friday they released a Cyberpunk Nightwire talking about the gangs and like some of the neighborhoods, I think. But that lore I already knew because I had the world book. So
Sly son of a bitch.
Ahead of the curve, baby.
I think my favorite collector's edition I ever bought was the Batman Arkham Origins collector's edition. Came with a statue of the Joker, and that was, I think, like $150. That was probably my favorite collector's edition, just because I'm a huge Batman and I'm a huge Joker fan.
But how much buyer's remorse did you have?
0.
Nice. I have buyer's remorse with everyone.
Yeah, that was the only time I've ever had buyer's remorse. And then when I pre-ordered and bought Alien Colonial Marines, and that game was a fucking horrible game.
Oh yeah, tip number 5: never buy collector's editions. You will have buyer's remorse of some sort, except for him with Arkham Origins. Yeah, the one I've had the least amount of buyer's remorse is the Spider-Man PS4 collector's edition. The statue was sick. Cool steelbook. I bought it for the statue, just mainly because Spider-Man's my favorite hero, and I always wanted like a Spider-Man statue. And I like the design of Spider-Man in that game. The quality of the statue was amazing. The pose, just the paint application and the sculpt of it was amazing. So that was worth it to me. But still, some buyer's remorse because it's currently in a box right now. I need shelves. I need shelves so I could put stuff there.
When I moved here, my Joker statue broke.
Oh, yeah, that's why keep your original boxes, man. I could save so much space, but I have all my collector's editions in the original boxes. It's like packed neatly.
It's worth it. It's really worth. Just keep the box, man.
Yeah.
But that's what I do with consoles. Every time I get a new console, just keep the box that the console came in.
Better than keeping the box is not buying the thing in the first place, man.
Yeah, save your money. Yeah. At least get the Steelbook edition. Steelbooks are always great. I think we're done.
Nah, man. I bought the Persona 5 Collector's Edition. Great Steelbook. Everything else in it, I didn't really want.
Came with a Joker statue, right?
No.
It would have been better if it came with a Joker
statue. It did, yeah. I'm getting the Joker amiibo. Because, again, one in, one out. I'm getting the Joker amiibo. I'm going to have some sort of merch repping my love of Persona 5. So maybe once I have that, I could get rid of that collector's edition. Maybe keep the steel case.
Always
the game. Because it's a good game.
It's a great game.
It's a fabulous game.
It's a fantastic game.
It's not one of my favorite JRPGs. It's probably my favorite JRPG. And if the thing is, if I ever replay that, I might just play Persona 5 Royal Edition, which is, more content. What's not to like?
More content on a game that will already probably run you about 130 hours.
Yeah. And also, expect more content from us next week on the Nerdington Post.
Who knows what's going to happen? Xbox may buy the Sun.
They can probably buy it.
They could probably buy the Sun.
Yeah. I don't know. Jeff Bezos, he's probably got a Dyson sphere happening on the other side of the sun. We don't know. He's going to collect all that energy and sell it to advertisers. I don't know. But yeah, see you next week. Sorry I got a little rambly about the end, but hopefully got some, it's helping you be more responsible with your gaming funds.
And if it doesn't, then at least you listened, or you just turned it off when we started talking about saving money.
I feel envious for the people who are just like, I'm like my buddies, like, yeah, I'm playing Warzone. That's it. I've been playing Warzone this entire year. Yeah. I've got like other life stuff going on. I like games, but like I'm hooked on Warzone. And then he hasn't bought any battle passes like I have.
Never buy the battle pass.
I think he spent $4.99 on gaming this year. because you bought Among Us, and that's it. That'd be great to just like you like games where you get hooked on something and it brings you joy every night. But like I need that variety, man. I gotta. Throw that.
We're 1%ers, baby.
1%ers.
That's 2, but 1. We'll see you next week.
Down under, boys.
Down under, boys.